border policy is a necessity. We have to do something so that the
Let me get
Pakistan
Ambassador Kapoor into this conversation as well. Ambassador Kapoor, the criticality of this turnaround can also be seen perhaps with the way J.D. Vance made a turnaround. Initially when this conflict started, he enunciated that he does not think that the Americans should be getting involved. But from what we are learning is that he was the one, along with Marco Rubio, who gave the Prime Minister a call telling them that Pakistan wants an off-ramp. And that's why, this ceasefire came into fruition. This obviously tells you a very strong and a very, very ambitious tale of getting even with a country that has exploited us, that has punished us for no reason and no fault of ours, and retribution was at play.
Yes, Vineet, that is a very important factor which we have to keep in mind, as some of the other panelists have also said in this discussion. The Americans have their own interest. To some extent, currently the situation is such that the breaking US forces are overlapping with the breaking India forces. And once we are able to discuss that dimension, with all seriousness, in very great depth with them, that it is not just India's problem. It is equally America's problem. It is equally the world's problem. And India also has to realize that it's not just India's problem. And I hear a lot of our commentators on the television channels all the time assuming full responsibility of the problem, as if it's our problem alone. Earlier, before 9/11, it was very difficult to convince the Western world about the perils that they face. It is difficult now, but not as difficult as it was earlier. So we have to get into this discussion with the other countries in a very serious manner, that this is a problem which needs to be faced, which needs to be tackled, and solutions need to be found. And it is not just India's problem. So for Vance to come in, or for Trump to come in with his, little bit of commentary on this issue, I think if they are assuming the responsibility, we have to tell them that, yes, we are quite okay with you assuming the responsibility to sort out this problem, but let us do it with a long-term thinking, with a long-term planning, with long-term strategy, not just for temporary sort of statements or games. So I think that time has also come, that India has to shift its focus, because when I was working in the ministry or as a diplomat in different countries, our policy was not to let the other powers interfere. Here, because the basic thinking of a lot of these powers has undergone a significant change, I think it is about time to involve them in a proactive manner, in a positive manner. And that could play out to India's advantage, because we have seen a very large number of countries making very strong statements against Pakistan. So if they are making these statements, if that is their official position, I think it is better to involve them in these discussions, and understanding that this is not just our problem. Thank you, Vinny.
Right. Wing Commander Sudhakaran, the course